Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to a brand new video here today and another F1 2020 hot lap here today at Interlagos in Brazil. This is now the penultimate round, guys, of the series. If you guys have missed any of the episodes so far, there will be a link to the entire playlist, guys, up in the top right hand corner of the screen. But here we go then. Let's go for a lap of Brazil. First of all, turn 1, you want to brake just after the 50-meter board down to third gear for turn 1, the center S. Open up turn 2, use a lot of inside curb and exit curb as we try to keep the car nice and tight through the exit of turn 3. We now run down towards turn number 4. Once again, braking at the 50-meter board down to 5th gear and then quickly down to 4th for some rotation on the apex and then back up to 5th for some good drive out of the corner. We then go up the hill towards the double right-hander 6 and 7. Important to keep the car nice and tight. Back onto the outside curb and then back down to the apex for turn 8, the hairpin. We then bring the car over to the left-hand side, keep it on the inside curb for some extra rotation, and then back on the power as we now enter the second right-hand hairpin. Important for here to go very wide on the entry and focus on your exit as we go flat out through the Cine de Largo, down the hill through the left-hander, and now into the last braking zone on the circuit. Third gear, back up to 4th, clipping the inside curb, using all the runoff on the right-hand side to get the perfect exit and getting that traction down as we now go up towards the hill and open up the DRS and keep the car to the left-hand side for the shortest run to the line to complete a lap of Interlagos. And we set a 1 minute 6.5, which is actually pretty decent, to be fair. Really good lap. We go 53rd in the leaderboards, it looks like, based off of that, but let's confirm that. So first of all, the no assist, of course, as always, as you can see on screen. And then in terms of the leaderboards, there were a few hacked lap times. So if you take those out of the equation, the first legit lap time is from Lucas UK in 6th place, and that makes us 47th in the world if you take away the hacked / assisted lap times. We then look at the setup, and it's 3.8 on the aerodynamics around here for good stability and aggression. 50-50 on the transmission as well to get that rotation. Negative 260, negative 1.10, 0.06023 on the suspension geometry, 1.47813 on the suspension around here, and then the brakes 100 on the pressure, 50 on the bias. That's what I'm trying to get used to at the minute and teach myself to drive. And then in terms of tires, 22.2, 22.6, 20.3 and 20.7 as the pressures again pretty low, not as low as most tracks because tire wear is not too bad around here. But generally, to avoid overheating, you want to try and run, of course, lower pressures. And as always, these setups, guys, in this series are made for, career mode online races. As always, I keep mentioning it every single episode, but again, this might be your first time watching, so these setups are always made for those races in mind. These are not hot lap setups. If I went for a hot lap setup, I could probably find another 2, 3, 4 tenths, to be honest, but in this case, it's the maximum we can get really with the race setup, and it works well. I think it gives you good stability, good balanced tire wear with also some good balance, tire temperatures, and it makes it quite easy to drive, to be honest. But let's talk about a few key areas around this track. The center S is so technical. I think it's the hardest part of the track to get right. I was half a tenth down even on this lap, which was my best one, because I did it so perfectly on one of my previous attempts. I was never able to quite replicate that, and we left half a tenth on the table. And then really important through here as well to open up the right-hander, or should I say the left-hander, and get the exit. It's really, really key because it's going to give you a lot of lap time up the hill, running up towards the start-finish line. But guys, that is a lap of Interlagos. I should be setting Abu Dhabi live, maybe even later today, if not tomorrow. And then after that, we'll have a video of all the setups for every single track in one video condensed into one. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. But on screen right now, you have the previous episode along with the entire playlist, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys, for more F1 2020 content, which is daily on the channel. And I'll see you guys next time for the final episode and the final hot lap of the series at Abu Dhabi. But until then, guys, take care, and it's goodbye from me.